Yo, what's up, guys? What is up? Please say something to Cooper. Why? Do you seal Interpretio 1? No, I used to. Time is in your place? It's 1:19 a.m. right now. Are you nervous for the upcoming match against Movie Star? Nah. I'm just gonna just warm up a little bit while we wait for people to trickle in. Minier is gonna be watching as well. Oh, whoops. Yeah, we can join Discord. Yeah, I can hear you without like anything on, so. In a second. Just waiting for some people to like come in, then we can. Happy doing. Good morning. Today's Friday. I guess technically it's Saturday now. Yeah, you can make it colder. Man. Not one of my best runs. Bailey, stop. What are your thoughts on Mirage staying in the map pool? I mean, it should definitely stay in the map pool. It's like the most popular map right now and one of the best maps. You just gotta learn how to play Mirage. It's all good. The turnstiles. Are you in Europe? Nah. That's your wife or girlfriend? Girlfriend right now. Do you think if LeBron swapped to CSGO, he would instantly be among the best?
100%.
Nah. I'm actually just on the lo-fi girl playlist right now. Oh, yeah, we can go Discord now. Happy dog. Paco Genio, thank you for 1,000 bits. Not working.
Hello.
Now it works.
Yeah, I had it muted.
All right, we've had about like 5 minutes. We can just get straight into this now. Yeah, you should definitely mute me. I mean, I guess I could mute myself, but fuck it.
Okay, here too.
Yeah.
I was in practice and I was in a meeting and I forgot I muted Kelsey because she was double bound.
Yeah.
So we spent like half the meeting where I couldn't fucking hear Kelsey. I had no idea she was talking.
Actually, maybe we should do like a team speak because you're like a little bit delayed. Kind of troll. Can we like use yours?
Yeah. Hold on. Okay.
Yeah, I'll just mute myself. That's fine. Do you watch anime? Some. Can you? Fuck. Can you actually give me actually, maybe I have it. No, I don't. Can you send it? Nah, not on this computer. I'm on a million computers. Okay. How much do you sleep per night? 8 hours. Try to sleep 8 hours every single night. Bombastic, thank you for 200 bits. You back in. Was the beautiful dog? She's on the floor. Literally right here. This is not the password. You don't even know your own password? You have a bidet? Nah. Not yet.
GL for the next Siri. Could you please sign my profile?
Yeah. We can't hear you. Thank you for the 5, and yeah, I can sign it eventually. It's gonna be a little bit slow. Oh wait, no, it's probably me. It's probably me.
Because it's gonna be too difficult otherwise.
Okay, I'm gonna load this up. We're gonna watch the Dust 2 game against Navi. Power Straws number 3. Well, the thing is most teams have really bad ratings right now. All right. Go pup. She's on the ground right now. It would be a hassle too. She'll move around. Don't worry. Exclamation point video.
If you stick around till the end of the stream, we'll do doggy tricks.
True.
Ah. Better?
It's fine.
Just
Is
bugging
the
you.
is the volume levels good right now, guys, or should we like adjust it in some way? Should we up her by talking?
Hello, this is Goose Britter. Today I'm gonna be going over a demo with the handsome
She's low.
EliGE.
Yeah, she is low. Hey, your mic is so low in TeamSpeak.
I'm never high, that's why I'm low.
Why are you so low? Actually,
I don't know.
I'd have to like up you a ton.
I'll just. Hello.
Oh wait. I got it.
Hello. It is me again.
Yeah, that should be good.
Goose Britter here on the microphone.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
But in C chat gets it. They like my joke.
Little more.
Mic testing again. Ghost Britter here, live on the mic. Beautiful sunny
Okay,
skies.
okay. That's good. J West 3303. Thank you for 3 months. Thank you, bro. And now we're good. Is NA winning Rio? Obviously. Like that? Like, yeah.
What's up? Would appreciate if you could sign my Steam profile.
Yeah, thank you for the 5, Martin. I'll sign it eventually. Don't worry. Appreciate the 5. All right, we're gonna watch now. So we got refrag loaded up. Gonna be doing a demo review of our game against Navi. Dex, thank you for the 2. Thank you for the 2. Gonna be doing like the demo review that we played against Blast. I'm gonna try like a little launder style demo review with
Yes, sir.
with Mrs. Goosebreeder here.
I'm the co-caster.
Let's get straight to it. Oh, we also have the dark mode on here.
Ooh, that's actually nice. Quite nice.
So here we're doing like a lower pistol, and then actually this is actually pretty nice from me. So as like the third guy, like obviously like Merrick's is playing at car here. We have 2 going in upper, and then I'm going to be, after seeing the Xbox smoke, just jumping up into the smoke, which is pretty good, I'd say overall. Good little moves.
Pop anyone who's top mid.
But I mean, since stuff is going on up here, he's not gonna come out. All right. Oh, that actually messes with my bind. I can't like just go left and right. It's kind of annoying. Wait, how can I fix that?
Are you trying to skip through players?
No, I have that as my playback speed. Ew. You smile from the picture. I mean, this is as good as you're getting, really. Thank you for the 2 again. I think I'm gonna just like swap it to my standards. I'll just hold on. I have to like rebind this shit right now.
Oh, Mass, you seem to forget how good Navi is, question mark.
I'm gonna have to figure out how to unbind that actually later. Okay. And now we're good. See anything?
Or good.
They actually re-smoke Xbox, so I'm literally just like, okay, I'm just gonna go do the same exact thing. And I think I probably just don't get the kills here. No, maybe I kill 1. Dude, how is that knowledge just like 3?
I would feel like you should have killed them all in one bullet.
Yeah, that
My
was
God.
deserved. 200 bits bombastic. Yeah, this is lo-fi. That was actually just...
That was just unluco, maluco.
Let's just look at that again.
I played in fucking 1% speed.
Yeah.
You bonk. Oh, that should have been 1 more at least.
I agree. Holy shit, Taco Genio, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Holy shit, bro. Appreciate it, man. Let's go.
Acogino. So I said it right.
He still has never confirmed that he's Brazilian, but thank you so much, bro. Appreciate it.
Sounds cool that way.
Okay. Next round. Oh, whoops. Sure no strats would leak doing this? Don't worry, bro.
Everyone can see the same thing.
We're all watching the same thing here. So second round here, we unfortunately lost. I should have had 3. Doing anti-eco, pushing into lower, kill 1. I mean, honestly, there's not really like too much that you can do on these rounds, so you just have to do whatever you can to get these kills.
True.
I mean, not really much
You
there.
you gotta take the risks. Risk
Gotta
it
take
for
it.
the biscuit, you know?
Now we got first gun round. I'm playing for Cat. Mary sells, he has an MP9, and he gave me an M4 because he's planning to play really close on this round. And since I'm jump spotting, he knows he can actually just take this really aggressive position. So that was really nice. And I was prepared right here to cover him lower. So yeah, this is EliGE mode. I requested this. So I just like wanted it to like look really nice, like get rid of as much stuff as possible for like the POV. So yeah. But I think that this is like super important though. Like as soon as like obviously this wasn't like the original call that he would be able to like go up mid like this, but he saw an opportunity, and you just have to like help your teammate like when people like start doing stuff like that, because you can't always like say in the moment like, you know, cover lower. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. I have no idea. I don't even remember. But just a little thing.
Gotta pick up the gaps.
True. Picking up the gaps. And okay, they're already out B. Yeah. So they're out B. I push top mid. And then Nick and I are going to try to flank lower here. And actually, I think we messed up on this. We know this guy's outside long. We know he's outside long here. And then we get smoked off. And then...
That's hard.
Yeah, so this is actually such like a weird position, because something like this just never happens. Where like we
You're
smoked out a
fucking
guy outside B.
Sandwiched in upper B with smokes.
Yeah, this is like probably, I don't think I've ever even seen this situation happen
Yeah.
in my whole career.
And the times like you don't really have time to wrap around. Does window guy have
No,
any util?
no, we have
Probably
time
not.
to wrap around here.
You do? Okay.
We do have time to wrap around. Icicle, thank you for the 609. Don't worry, we'll do our best. Thank you for the 609. I'll get assigned. Don't worry. But yeah, so this is like a really weird situation. And then looking at it in hindsight, we definitely should have just left one. I should have just left Nick here actually.
Yeah.
Let him play slow since he has a smoke molly. And
You can hold for like.
he'll just re-smoke.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a chance. Hold on, your mic
Sorry,
is like.
I'm muting it.
Okay. There is like a chance that like these guys, if Perfecto was playing close to the tunnel box, then they could be actually planning to do like a crunch right here. They could be planning to do a crunch, but they also easily could be just planning to kill Josh out here. I don't know if they're completely aware that we have two here. So that is like a risk that they are planning to crunch, which I didn't even think of before. But I definitely think that I should have just went all the way back here and helped Josh. But I was honestly kind of confused on what to do here. I was like, okay, we definitely had time to wait out the smoke.
Yeah. I mean, you can do that too.
We have a kit here. We kill this guy, but it just
This
takes
isn't like bad either.
just takes a little bit too long.
Yeah, yeah. You guys like lost by the defuse. I remember this round.
It was like under a second. It's so close. But yeah, I think if I was to replay that round, I would have say like just leave Nick there since he has a smoke, and just run all the way around and just group up with Josh. Do you consider boosting in the smoke to look back plat? Nah,
That's too risk and
in this-
unnecessary.
And so, like I said, in this, you have to mute.
Sorry.
In this situation, maybe just lower your sensitivity or something. So, like in this situation, I was saying before that the options that the T's have here is, if this is smoked, this is smoked. You have a T here and two guys in sight. Like they don't actually know where we are. But obviously, if we have three people, we're in tunnels, then they are going to be pushing. They're gonna try to push the one. At least that's what you should be thinking they're gonna do. That they're gonna try to push the one. So they're either gonna try to push Josh, that's out here, and he can't really play slow since time's getting low. Like he can't play slow for them to push to hold window. And they might be pushing tunnels on the one if they think it's one. So we can't like be fucking around with like a boost here for back plat, and the chances that he's back plat is just like really, really low.
I bumped it. Just let me know. It
Okay.
should be okay.
Sounds good. So we got next round. We actually lost, so we have to do a little force. Going into the same... Actually, not the same. We're in a completely different setup. We have Josh B here in a really aggro setup. Naf is playing close, and it looks like we're preparing to fight early close mid. Merrick's does have a flash here, so he can flash for Keith.
Go lower peak.
By Molly Xbox, he can't be Xbox. And then actually on this timing, I feel like after this Molly, there's potential for Merrick's, instead of like holding here, holding this line, he could be setting up the flash to like peek, or to give a flash for NAF.
Kill and fall.
To kill lower, yeah. There's a chance that like we can do this. We might even do it. I literally don't even remember this game.
Imagine. Fast.
You might have to up your sensitivity now, because now it's kind of hard to find. On technical areas here.
Difficulties.
Technical difficulties.
First couples demo review.
Yeah.
Budget setup.
Yeah. So actually, that would have perfectly worked. I wish that we thought of this in the moment, but you know, as soon as I molly this for Xbox.
I think it was good timing, yeah.
Damn, thanks, not Twist, for the $5. So like after this molly and they mollied here, like there actually is like pretty good potential. Like as soon as the molly that's close up at mid doors is gone, to go for a flash, since he is trying to take a little bit to set up this the smoke. Like we could have done that. Like even as this smoke is like landing, I don't know if you guys like saw Rops's play. He plays close doors. As soon as like he hears the smoke being tossed here, he just runs in and tries to kill this guy.
Like a madman.
No, it's a really good play. Like,
yeah, I know.
Because as soon as people throw this smoke, they just try to jump back to lower.
You're gonna catch us. You're probably gonna get that kill, yeah.
He got that kill. I don't understand why more people don't do it. I think it's really good.
Good way to like punish it, because people always jump away from the spam if they're good.
Yeah, exactly. And as soon as so I fell back in this part like while I was talking, and the reason why you gotta fall back is as soon as you spot someone lower and then they can go to Xbox, like as soon as like your mid guys give this shit up, it's really risky to stay here at this point. So now I have to play far back, start covering my bases so I don't get caught, and then they just have A for free since we're playing 2A. And now they just gave the sound cue that they have cat. And then as you can see, like we have a really trash buy here, and we're really weak at A. I have one smoke, 50 seconds left. Nick has a CZ and nothing. And then Josh has op at B. So right now we're leaning for A. So to reinforce it because of how weak we are, which I mean, it all makes sense. Like people have to take some type of gamble on these trash buys. And thankfully, because we have Josh on the op, we're really strong at B here. I mean, we'll probably lose, honestly, if they go B, because, I mean, they're just going to smoke him out. He's playing for mid. And even if he plays window, like, he might just get one. And my cam froze. Sick.
I'll talk while you fix it then. I think how I see this round is that, like, since you guys have this kind of buy, I mean, at some point you have to pick what you want to play for anyway. And I think you guys are just like probably reading the game and gambling more that it'll be A. And you kind of need to in a round where you like don't have a lot of util, you have a worse buy.
Yeah.
OC has an op, so he could at least get like some kills probably.
Yeah.
Like a kill or two if they try to go B or they go mid or something. I don't know.
Yeah. And also, like I said, like the clock is 50 seconds, and I only have a smoke that can block them for 18 of those seconds.
Yeah, you have to have like a perfect reaction with your smoke.
And then obviously they just baited out my smoke here. 50 seconds, super good from them. I don't think they're actually planning to go right now. I don't remember. And I'm playing in front of it. I think I actually messed up my smoke a little bit. Did I mess it up? Yeah, it looks like I messed up a little bit. And then Josh actually gets a huge pick because he was playing for mid. He actually killed Electronic on the fallback. So that was really nice from him. And then they re-smoke. We have no more smokes left, but we're just in the perfect position.
Yep.
This is just exactly what you want. We have 4 people at A. I'm doing the flash juice.
They have like no time to.
They dodged me perfectly. Just
yeah, you're
insanely
pissed.
perfectly.
Every time EliGE peeks, they're like, run. Scatter, guys.
True. And now their money is so trash. Like we're in such a good position to like just keep on cleaning up these rounds. Is there some way to like clear the drawing without like?
Thought it was at space.
Yeah, no. Every time I press space, it goes second person, or third person.
I don't know. Maybe type bind space in your console and see what comes up.
Jump.
Okay. I think you just gotta deal with it.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's just watch this whole demo in third person. Fucking YOLO.
Yeah. So here we're doing pretty much the same setup as the last round. It looks like Josh is playing for mid. I'm playing on cat, and we're playing pretty heavy for a B pop. But Merrick's has this early info that nothing's happening at B. Like if they actually try going B, they're completely dead. And then I have like the early info. I spot them at lower, so I throw a little nade, run back. Got to be safe. Even though they can't be here anymore, like I feel like a less experienced player would probably just like stay here, maybe try to get another jump in, might get 1D'd. But there's literally nothing more that I can do here. Like
That's like a death trap
yeah.
thing there. And
Even
it doesn't
though
serve you anything.
exactly, like Josh has this whole line, he can see it, but like there's nothing that I can do at mid. It's not like we're setting up for a flash peek mid for me or anything. So literally the next thing for me to do is literally just go back into something safe. Josh has this line, so I know that he can't be cat. And now, because Bit showed himself at this position, Josh has to be a little bit more careful now, which was a nice little micro play from Bit. It's flashed off, and now we're kind of losing info. Just kidding.
You still know that they're not cat though, so
We know that they're not
OC
cat,
got
yeah.
pushed off, but you know they're not cat too, which is like decent info too.
Yeah, I'm chilling. I mean, it's looking so hard like B. I mean, we're in the perfect position to be able to stop this as well.
Yeah.
Like Merrick's is playing close with MP9. Naf looks like he's about to get a really sick re-smoke on here.
Yeah.
I have full nades. I haven't had to use anything because the way that I'm playing, like I just haven't had to use anything. So they're just gonna clean up here at B. It's gonna be easy peasy round.
Support flash coming in.
And not easy peasy, but we were in the
You guys are
position
set
to
up
do it.
for it. Yeah.
Yeah. We should have won that round, honestly. We were completely in like the right positions. Everything was looking good macro wise.
Just came down to killing.
I mean, he just fucking Ferrari'd him with a Tech 9.
Yeah, he got fucking bopped.
So here, probably anticipating that they're going to be doing some type of long play. And we have 4 towards A starting. They're probably not going to B rush on this round. It's just very unlikely. So we're playing heavy for long. Nothing here. So immediately we have to reset. I don't think they've really thrown much around the map right now. So in a pretty standard position right now. We're still leaning pretty heavy towards A. It's so we're starting for A, but the thing is like Merrick's can't really rotate safely towards B without it being risky. So he's gonna have to try to find his timing with his smoke molly to try to rotate off.
Yeah, he doesn't want to like burn it super early either.
Yeah, he can't. He's gonna try to like stuff at the same time of crossing.
Yeah.
If I was to guess.
A double whammy.
Yeah, that's very unlucky little spam duel that just happened.
Yeah.
It's a little nade micro, a little jump spot.
Little cute little jump spot. Flash on cat, nothing peeking. That's intel.
It's actually funny because we were playing a scrim against FaZe and I was doing this jump spot because in my head this is like one of the safest things that you can do for info. It's not like completely safe, but like I've never died ever doing this. And then Russ, like in like one of the first scrims we had, like playing Dust 2 again, just fucking instantly headshots me with like a deagle, and I was like, holy!
Funny.
I was like, bro, Jesus Christ.
Could have told him, bro, chill.
Yeah, And then Merrick's actually has a really good timing on the smoke here. As soon as he gets like lit up, it's about 1 minute, and he's using his smoke to stuff at mid at a little bit before as the mid smoke is here, and he's gonna probably use that to cross, but he's probably not gonna get there in time if he's probably not gonna get there in time. Yeah, I mean a really good entry.
Good
from,
counter util too.
Yeah, it was really good counter util. And Keith gets the opening at B as well. So we're in a really good position. That was just really nice. B player gets the opening kill. Merrick's gets the guy at mid that's lurking aggressively.
I think Keith even did a defensive smoke too, which like
Yeah,
buys
yeah.
some time, lets his teammates rotate.
Yeah, I mean, it's really important actually. I'll just like go back to the beginning of this round. It was 5-4, yeah. Like, the way that Keith plays this makes it a lot easier. So he uses... I'm just gonna like show Keith's perspective. So he nades to cross, pre-molly to stop early rush, dissuade them from like starting to early work in. Hell, maybe they even were going to. They had 4 towards B, early start. So they probably were planning to early walk in with a head tricks op, which is, you know, super common. Like what people will do is they'll just have like their op. I mean, you can do it with rifles as well, like depending on whatever people are feeling. If they think it's a trash buy or whatever, they'll just start walking in with like 2 rifles, or like the op is like posted. If people don't molly, like people will try to take advantage of that.
Yeah, he also has to buy a bit of time because you guys are all A, so he definitely like needs to make sure they're not rushing. This should be his like priority.
Yeah, I
even
mean,
in
you
that
can see
situation.
like Naf is like completely playing to live. He's playing to live. He's not playing to stuff. He's playing to live. And like the difference of that is, if he was playing, if he pre-mollied, pre-naded or pre-flashed or whatever, and then played close to this box, like right here, like jiggling, and he actually got contact and he had to smoke, he's fucked. Like if that happened while Merrick's is still like in CT, it's too early for him to cross. Like he's gonna have like a gap of like 15 seconds that Merrick's won't be able to cross, because the second that you do a smoke here, if you had contact on like a guy peeking you in like this area, if you were jiggling and you had to smoke, CTs usually are not going to want to smoke 2 things at the same time, because when you do 2 smokes at the same time, there's just a lot less time that you have to work with as a CT. There's going to be a lot more open time.
Clock.
Yeah, you're not running the clock down for the T's. They're going to have more time for them to space things out. And I mean, they don't know that we're 4A, but there's also a huge gap where Merrick's can't use his smoke because he has to wait for this one to go away. But so he kind of has to use it in the middle of this smoke for him to be able to cross. And he might have to use that earlier than he wanted to. So that's just like something that's kind of like important. Like if you're a CT, like this is what you guys have to all like keep in your head. Like you do not want to use 2 smokes at the same time, because right now we have no idea like what they're doing. Like they could be doing like, I mean, they're not doing anything early long. They're not doing like a second timing long or anything. They're obviously defaulting, but they could go into mid pressure B pop, which is actually literally what they did, but just a little bit later. But if they did it on like, you know, I don't know, whatever, this timing, and someone upper B gets contact and he's playing to jiggle here and he uses a smoke, then he won't, like Merrick's won't actually be able to move depending on when the mid pressure is. I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
Is that Bailey? Did she just...
I think she's being needy. I took her out. She's just staring at me. What?
Okay, we can go to the next round, but I just wanted to like highlight like how Naf is playing it. Like how he's playing it. Like he's not playing to jiggle, he's playing to live. And I think that's like a very important distinction. Not playing to stuff, not playing for info, playing to live. Alright. Needy girl.
She just wants love.
You want love?
She wants to say hi to the stream. She wants the camera attention.
Salve, Alfonso. What's up, Anush? No problem, Marquette. Happy you guys are enjoying it. Alright, we got the next round. looks like I'm doing something aggro here. We're wanting to swap it up. We're doing the smoke suicide, molly, top mid. This is like a really standard pressure that like obviously you can use, not use. First time that we're doing it. And you know, sometimes the way that people play things is they like to condition certain types of utility, and you know, you can't really tell if like they're actually going to be using it or if they're not going to be using it. Obviously this round we're using it, but we're using it towards lower, and they early went out long. We obviously have that info, and you can see that like we're not instantly going upper B, but like our goal is to clear out upper B, because if they're out long and our A player is already like feeling the pressure because we obviously aren't playing for long this round, then we have to take space. Like it's like a chess game of they took space, we have to take space in response. They're gonna try to figure out what type of space we're gonna be taking, and they're gonna be trying to fuck us up from there. That's pretty much like the game. Actually, this round they played so well. Like this round was so nice from them. There was some miscoms that happened and some little mistakes, but they are planning to make it look like they're doing like a B retake on this round. I remember this round perfectly. So they're completely out long here. We know it. We have 3 guys towards A, super good position. Naf is holding mid, and what they're gonna do in this round is Electronic is gonna fake like they're retaking upper B, because like I said before, they took long. We gave it for free. Navi obviously knows that we gave it, and if we gave it, it's because we're doing something else. We're gonna be taking space somewhere else on the map, and this is Dust 2. We can't just sit in mid, so we're most likely either taking space upper B already, or we're gonna make a sound cue to take mid. And I don't believe we made any sound cues in upper B. I think that Naf might have threw like a flash, like a bait flash here. I don't really remember. But we're not being super loud on this, and they're pretty much just assuming that we're going to be taking upper B on this because we gave up long for free. CT's options are fight mid, take upper B. Those are the 2 options. So you'll see like how nice they actually play this round.
Yeah.
So they're all waiting. Some Dayoung is going to do a bait smoke. Or he's actually doing the double bait smokes. So I'm going to pause it here. So if we're going to look at utility, Electronic is the only guy with the smoke. They're actually in a really tough position. This is a...
Yeah, I was gonna say it's kind of. I'm like curious what they actually end up doing, because you can't just like sit long, and you know that you don't have like any map control outside of long. So if you commit to long, it's kind of like risky.
I'm actually curious where all their smokes went this round. So Perfecto. So they didn't use anything for corner yet.
Oh, that was.
Okay, so Headtrick used his first smoke at Longhouse. They still have 4 more smokes. Did they already use like a base smoke? Is that why?
Yeah, you guys did do sound queue upper B early.
Oh, Perfecto. Okay, so they're doing like this nade set so they can clear in long pit just in case, I guess. Or like in case we wanted to do a repop on long. Because sometimes like what CTs do is like they'll give long, repop on long, on them getting popped out long. So so it's pretty much looking like CTs, they throw a pre-molly, they don't actually try to cross pit, they wait, let the T's go out blue. CT's smoke door, molly blue, flash over before or after the smoke pops, depending on what timing, if you want to try to like surprise them or not. So they're just trying to account for that, I guess. I would.
That's probably what it is.
I think that's what it is, but I think
They can
it's kind of a
also clear
waste.
pit.
I don't hear you at all.
Hello.
That worked.
On and
Okay.
off again. I was
Okay.
saying they can also clear pit with it, I guess. That's the only other thing you're getting out of that, and like
They-
denying
they-
info.
Yeah, I would say that, but they actually know for sure that we're not pit because they had best spawns.
I think it's doing what you said and denying info,
Yeah.
making you guys like worried if they have an op posted pit, probably can't retake it. Yeah. You can't like retake long basically. That's like an option they take
I
away.
think it's really just removing that option because anything else just seems like a waste. Because they still have to use a flash to get in pit. You saw there,
I think
like,
it's primarily what you said.
yeah, they had to throw a flash over for head trick because Josh could still be opping pit. So, in my opinion, I think that they wasted that smoke. But I'm not in their heads. I'm not sure exactly what they're trying to fake here.
Really fucking nasty.
Wait, so where was that third smoke? Where did it go? Did they smoke Xbox? What did they just smoke? I'm so confused. We only saw 2 smokes gone. Where's this last smoke? What does he have?
Didn't take my sock, little bitch. Leave it. Playing a ring around the rosy.
Really? All right, Bailey's buffing a lot. Okay, yeah, okay, yeah. You guys got it. You guys got it. I was honestly, I don't know why I couldn't like figure this out just like staring at it. So they used 2 smokes right there. And actually, yeah, they're in a really tough position. Like Some Young uses both of the last 2 smokes out long for the double cross. And we're obviously counting the smokes as well. So we would know that there's already 4 smokes used, 1 smoke left. So we probably think that this is like their go. Like if they used 1 smoke in house, 1 smoke at corner, and then they just used 2 smokes at the same time here.
Yeah, they only have 1.
Like they can't just cross with just 1 smoke. It's going to be very difficult. So to us, this is looking like this is their go. At least that's what it's like looking like in that position. And then as soon as like this happens where Josh gets this kill, I'm obviously still like upper B, and I'm very aware that like people like to either do big lurks, or I think I was thinking that it's just some Young going up, which it was, and I thought it was majority upper B. So I start peeking out. I see Electronic about to throw something, which is like, I don't know why it shows at A4. Bailey. Oh, honey.
He's so correct right now. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Good girl.
So right now, as soon as I see and I jiggle and I take a little shot Electronic with a flash out, my alarm bells are like fucking ringing off the charts. Like I'm just thinking that there's people really close here. It's actually 2 guys that are close in upper tons. This guy's throwing a flash and they're about to retake tons on me. So I'm thinking I just won the round. I'm like, I just won the round right now.
Blocking them right now.
Yeah, I'm thinking nice. I'm able to block them. I smoked. I mollied. He threw a flash. He's not gonna run through. Don't worry, guys. They're actually B. Actually B. I stuffed them. It's all good. It's not B though, and they ran up cat with it. So
it was probably their end game to, actually it's
I
hard
don't-
to say what their end game. It could have been either or. They
I
might
don't.
be
I don't.
reactionary.
It wasn't perfect. I mean, no team is like completely perfect, but this was a super nice like little reaction from them. Like you can see like
Yeah.
every little step of the way of this round, like how it broke down, which was pretty cool. Obviously, like our mistake is like not holding top mid and allowing this gap to happen.
Yeah.
So that's like our mistake because I did have full nades and I'm able to full stuff them. So that's our mistake. We get caught off guard. Unfortunately, like we lose this round.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and this ends up being round loss. I mean, we just get crunched. Our top A site guy is just posted on with an op. But that was like a good round from them. Mistake on us. We honestly should have won it because like they only had 1 smoke and it was on the guy that's upper B. But things happen. Cool round overall. This round we're doing a little force buy, push up mid with the saved gun.
I was trying to sneak top mid here.
Naf actually gets a super
Oh,
super
I
good
remember
positioning here.
this.
So I get opt trying to scout. Oh, I think I saw this too. They start coming back long, right?
Yeah.
And he thinks that
And he's-
Hetrick saw him.
Yeah, it's hard to like make
It's
that call.
yeah.
I would have shot because it
I
looked.
100% would have
There's
shot.
no way he doesn't see.
You don't know what like that guy's resolution is. You're not gonna be like, oh shit, this guy has an op out. What does Hetrick play again? Is that 16 by 9? You'd be like, no, dude, I
You're
just gotta
fucking
shoot.
shooting that guy. Like you have
Yeah.
a millisecond to decide. Like he probably saw you. Just shoot him.
Yeah.
But that's still like 2 kills.
Oh yeah, it was
Still,
really
like,
good, of course. But yeah, it's just like so like unfortunate that little
They're just like, nah. You know what? Let's go back. Nah.
replay from Hetrick's POV. He probably would have seen him if it was 16 by 9.
He would have seen. He
He would have
seen
seen him if it was 16 by 9 for sure.
I'd be fucking surprised if he didn't see him.
Yeah. All right.
It literally was like meeting each other's eyes.
All right, so now we got another round where we got double op this time. So we're down 2-7, trying to do something. And we got Merrick's pushing into lower. Op is on cats. We're giving up long, and they're popping out early. They're not popping. They're rushing long. So they didn't throw anything, so Josh can take a super advanced angle. Merrick's has all the info. That there's nothing lower, and he's probably going to get a really good shot as long as they don't flash, which most likely teams aren't going to flash when they're making like all this noise that long. So if there wasn't anyone to peek him, he's going to get a free kill. Josh is at a really good position as well, obviously. And then Nick is able to see Hetrick going too long. Holy crap. How did that even just happen?
He had binoculars on.
Nick, did you have your fucking binoculars
Check
on
the
right
top
now
of
this
his
round?
hat. He probably has the binocular
I'm
attachment.
just curious if they run boost. Did they run boost to not have to use... Oh, whoops. My bad. No, he just jumped and saw him. Jeez, Nick really had his... What are those things called? Stilts? Where you like stand and you're like you're really tall?
Yeah. Stilts and binoculars. You need both.
Yeah, true. Holy crap. There's actually so much happening in this round so fast. So, we're obviously at a really good position since they took long at this corner. Like, the second that teams, like, take long, and not just, like, this part, but I mean, like, actually getting, like, their opera into pit, it's, like, a different type of pressure because, obviously, like, we're going to know when they're actually in pit. And when they're in pit, it's a lot harder for the CTs, and the CTs have to, like, make a decision of, like, either they're going to push mid or they're going to take upper tons or they're going to do both.
Yeah.
And obviously right now, like, we have both. Like, we have upper tons and we have an op posted on mid. So we're already in a good position. Nick is getting ready for some type of A defense, but Navi's actually doing some crazy stuff right now. He's trying to, like, cross with the flash. It's actually
kind of wildin'.
kind of wildin', yeah. I'm gonna say it's probably kind of wildin'. They're trying to catch us off guard. That's what I say. Trying to catch us off guard. We can't catch us off guard that easy.
Can't do it.
So I throw a flash to try to support just in case there is another guy trying to do something or an op getting posted. I mean, Hetrick was like kind of here. Anyone that's close would have got blind. Just trying to delay. We still have all the info in the world. Like Naf is upper B. Josh is all of top mid info. And the thing is Naf also has a smoke. So if he does get blind, he can maybe kill one because usually like what people do is, I mean, you saw how I was posted right here. Sometimes people post here. They have all these angles on the right side because this is right eye peeking, of course. And they don't really expect, someone on this side. And you see G2, they have like the flash lineup from here where it lands about right here. And because most teams are expecting players on the right side, from the CTs pushing mid into lower after long is already taken, because as soon as you hear all these flashes coming out, then you know, the B rotator is just going to come mid. He's going to clear this. If we got boosted on cat, then we're just going to post on top mid for this guy to push lower. Or maybe if Josh was opping mid at the beginning and we played, you know, 2 opper and then 2 here. So I would be on cat. Josh would be mid. We have B rotator and the B player also just stopping the B stuff, being really strong at B. As soon as long stuff starts happening, B rotator comes in here. He starts clearing lower since I can jump spot and see that there's nothing at lower. And then Josh would be posted top mid. We clear this. And then this guy would be left here in this position. And then teams, when they're coming back from long, they're coming back all the way this way. Some guy gets a flash ready from the back. They scale onto this wall so they can be a really fast Ferrari peek to kill this guy here with the flash on the left here. I don't know if all this thought's going into it, but it's a nice angle. I think it's nice.
He's probably thinking about it.
Like,
He can
probably.
also go like, if he does end up getting blind, he can like.
Yeah, I'm imagining
He
like
can tuck,
he
like-
can kill someone if they're walking up on this close wall here. Walking on this close wall, kill first one,
They're not
jump
gonna be,
back,
like, looking
throw
for
a
him.
smoke right here, and then they're stuffed. Like that's super common. So that's nice. We're in good positions this round. And we still have a million smokes. Like we have 4 smokes. This is a really hard round for them. 1 o'clock. 1 minute on the clock. And Navi's just forced to go long here, just straight up.
You guys have like ton of counters.
Yeah, I throw
You're
the
all set
molly.
up for it.
They throw 1 smoke, they're gonna re-smoke, and then Merrick's is throwing a
Oh.
perfect flash here. And then this is actually one of the rounds that I wanted to like replay of like, dude, how
Oh my god, I remember watching that and I thought you were gonna get like a fucking 3K. I was like, oh! And then it didn't happen. I was like, ah, unlucky. Oh, people are always like, one guy is always anti-flash.
it's really frustrating because like the close guy is anti-flash. That's literally never the thing. They're usually never anti-flash on the close wall. Usually the guy that's anti-flash is at the back. And these guys are looking
Yeah, that's true.
it's usually never the other way around. So it's actually something I kind of wanted to try. What was it? It was like 47 they were doing that.
Yeah.
So it was actually, I wanted to try this.
Ish.
Let's see. I can go into CT and then let me put the play back to normal. Whoops, let's not fuck with that. Then we're gonna do replace player. All right, let's try this again, guys. Dan Joy. Hi man, got you. Thank you for the 2. I got it. All right, now we're gonna replay the situation. Okay, everyone, we're gonna replay the situation.
Who are you now? Are you EliGE
I'm
times
me.
2?
I'm me, but I'm in the future.
You're a doppelganger.
I'm in the future.
What
so
happens when you meet your clone?
I'm not a doppelganger. I'm
You
taking my place.
You self-destruct if you replace yourself?
All right, let's replay this. All right, they did their first smoke. All right, I'm gonna drop CT. You got a flash for me? Okay, got it. Oh, they did a resmoke. Flash, flash, flash. Okay.
You're dead. You're totally dead. Like,
All right, let's try this again. Actually, let's try this again. Let's try this again.
Like you know it's coming and you just can't you can't do it.
I gotta go watch it to speed it up. Oops. Okay. Why am I just like brain farting right now with this control? Oh, I just gotta put it to watch. Okay, now. Okay, we're gonna try it again. So, running through the smoke. Let's just try it again. Let's just try it one more time. Let's
I think you're
speed
just
through
gonna
here.
die again.
Let's speed through here. and
Maybe
try it
Navi
again.
knows the trick. It's first guy anti.
Maybe it's supposed to be first guy. Okay. Pausing. Menu. Observer menu. Or not observer menu. Demo control. No, not demo control. Versus. CT. Replace player. Me. I think I did this wrong. Whatever, I'm just gonna play the whole round out, boys. I don't want to do this again. So there's like I'll actually just explain, like, so obviously that everything looked perfect this round. I'm about to just like go through the smoke and get a million spray down. It looked amazing. I felt amazing. It felt good at the moment.
But then EliGE was rudely awakened.
Wait. Okay, hold on, boys. Hold on. Everything is not correct.
You're meeting
Not
Bit
correct.
on the fucking Y swing from the beginning of the round.
Yeah, I don't know why Bit shouldn't be that. He shouldn't have killed Nick. He literally one-tapped Nick. I'm like, wait, Nick did not die. It's because I need to get to the point that I want to.
Yeah, because then it's just bot versus bot. Which one wins?
Yakindar? I think it's Yakindar. I don't know. He's never really talked about like the pronunciation of his name. All right. Oh, this is what I was messing up. I did it right the first time. Okay, let's try it again. Try it again. Okay, so we're gonna run through one more time just to see should I have ran through. Okay, so there's a couple different possibilities. Obviously, like there could be like more people. Like one could be here, one could be here, but you know most likely they're all on this wall. So let's try this again. All right, first smoke is there. Hold on, are you getting ready? Getting ready. They're gonna do their re-smoke in a second. Okay, they're smoking. Flash.
200 bullets later. 4 kills.
That is what should have happened. That is what should have happened. Exactly like that.
Yeah, all 200 bullets.
Okay, there was actually one more thing that I did want to try here. Let's just go back. Could have done that the first time. Exactly. So there's actually one more thing that you can do, which I'll show. So when I get to the point again. I'll show it before I get there. But pretty much like the options that I have there, like honestly, I think even looking back at it, I probably still would have ran through because everything just lined up amazingly for me to do that. Everything did. But there is another option.
I actually think I get what Bit was doing now. Because he wanted to like creep up with the fucking corner smoke and just catch someone off guard. He was just like taking a timing out long because he
he was trying to just like catch us off guard.
I didn't realize that smoke was up.
Yeah, that's what I said. He was just trying to like catch us off guard. So there's another thing that like I could have done here. Instead of running through the smoke, I could have just tried to spam the wall as they're coming up. That was another option, but I feel like looking back at the situation, I would have ran through it again. I think the timing of Merrick's flash, how close I was to actually run through here, their positioning on the wall, they're all right there.
I thought it was good.
I thought it was actually perfect.
You're waiting on the second smoke too. Like there's even a possibility somebody has their smoke out.
Yeah.
I think it's good. I mean, yeah, I think you just got shot in the face.
Yeah.
So it happens.
Yeah. So another option that I could have done is literally just doing this, trying to spam them down, which is something I kind of wanted to see. So I'll try to do that. Could have double flashed to catch them after playing anti. Technically, but
Not like
I
common.
think the timing is really risky because like the thing is as soon as people throw this smoke here, as soon as they throw this smoke, they're already really close, and as soon as this second smoke is coming, like you don't know for sure if they're going to be using the first 10 seconds of that first smoke or the last 5 seconds of that smoke. So either they're going to be going 5 seconds after that smoke pops, 3 seconds after it pops, because they have to do the second smoke, right? So they have to do first smoke. Headtrick is already posted up, so they can be close up already, do smoke, and then they go instantly with that smoke. Maybe they go in the middle of their smoke or they'll go at the end. Usually teams either go at the beginning of that smoke popping, they'll get everyone close, someone smokes, anti-flash, 2 at the back, the guy anti-flash is usually at the back. The 2 guys are usually looking in front. That's how most teams do it. And then they would instantly smoke here at the back. One guy smokes, run across.
Yeah, usually exploding on that
So
last
it's
smoke.
very hard to know like if teams are going to be going as soon as that smoke pops, because they could also, because Navi actually did the second smoke. Here, I'm just gonna play it. So you're gonna see when this first smoke pops. So first smoke pops. So now look at when this smoke is popped. Smoke is popped. You have two guys already super close. This guy's, well, it's not super close, but I mean, they're already in the middle of long as soon as the smoke is here. This guy's going to be at the back. So by the time that this guy gets to there, they're all going to be on this side of the wall. And they're going to throw another smoke really fast. And you just don't know if they're going to be going at the end of like this first smoke going away, like wall, like the wall is going to be completely up. So you don't know if they're going to be going at the end of when the smoke is going to go or if they're going to go immediately. I don't know if that like makes sense like very clearly.
You don't have a lot of room to be like messing like
Yeah,
you have to go when you think
it's
the right
really
time.
risky. Yeah.
You can't like you have to get it right basically. I think like 2 flashes gives you the possibility of getting the timing wrong.
So I could have tried doing that. That was my other option. I literally could have just tried playing the spam while I'm in the smoke, try to kill, and then run back. That is the safer option. I think I still would have went with my option.
I would have swung. Fucking go for the frags.
Yeah, I agree. All right, let's go to the next round. That round was a fluke, as we all have seen.
I think what's like good for your standard like like your average like player to realize too is how you're breaking down like the CT rotations. Like you're saying, like when the Ts have something, CTs have to take something. And
Yep.
typically like what I feel like not so good teams do at lower levels is they just play very basic and they don't actually have like set reactions off of like what's going on in the game.
Yeah.
So if you lose long and you don't have mid and you don't have anything, then you're just setting yourself up to get like pinched. But you guys are like playing a step ahead, so you can even typically take a better gamble on like where the T's are ending. So even here, you're all in the right position. Even the round you guys lost when they went B, you're all in the right position and you're all like almost a step ahead. And that's like setting yourselves up for like a more successful round. I think that like if players paid more attention to that, I think like they would do way better.
Yeah. I
They'd probably
agree.
feel way smarter too because they're like a step ahead every time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not like going into exactly why we're doing everything every round or like the reads that we're having. I'm kind of just looking at it as it is instead of why we're choosing a setup at the beginning of the round, why we went into certain things, because that's obviously just too much info.
Yeah.
But we've been in amazing positions this whole game. Like we're down 3-7 and we're in really good spots pretty much every single round. We actually won this last round, thankfully. We deserved it.
Deserved it, queen.
I mean, we honestly had this whole game.
Just unlucky.
Okay. Let's go on to the next one.
We had this whole game. 37.
Okay, so we're here. We won the last round because we're awesome. And then we're into an anti-eco. And we're going to be doing 2A, 2B, 1 mid with Josh hopping at mid. Nick and I are choosing to take long. And as you can see, I am like knowing exactly like what's going on in this round. Both of us are staying at the corner because a lot of teams like taking this timing with this smoke here. Like it's a very common take from the CTs to do what we're doing. Every single team has this. Everyone knows what this looks like. And usually when teams are going to be doing like this type of smoke, the CTs aren't going to be crossing with it because it's just, I mean, if he went for the deagle shot, he can just 1-deke him. I mean, I've seen Russ get 1-dekes all the time like this. And the T's are like super aware of this. They know that the CTs are going to be at the corner. So I am thinking at this moment that CTs are probably going to be doing a long pop, probably a second or two after that smoke pops. Because a second or two after that smoke pops is when the long player is going to try to cross to get to pit. Or it's when this guy is going to stay at the long corner by himself, and the rotator, which would be me, would be going back to CT, or I'd be going back to cat. Or maybe I was never here in the first place, and it's just Nick trying to take this by himself. And I started cat. So this was just like a really nice read. I had a god nade here.
We're all like, ow.
Yeah, million damage.
Abort strategy.
And then yeah, they all run. Yeah, the darker sky is nice. And yeah, refrag is a really nice tool. You can obviously see like all the capabilities here. Make sure you check it out at refrag.gg. There's a lot more than just this as well.
Want to see cool dark blue skies while
True.
listening to lo-fi? You too could be listening to lo-fi and watching a demo with a dark sky.
True. Where can I get your new crosshair? Crosshair is on my Steam profile. Just go to like the paste bin. Why go 2 and 2? I'm not gonna go super into it, but it's just the anti-eco that we chose to run. So here, after we stuff them, I go back to cat, jump spot, see that they go back, that they're all here at lower. So obviously huge info, and Merrick's has an op, and he's posted super close with NAF supporting him. Josh gets a kill on them going on mid. They're all going to be running on mid, and now that we have the beautiful bomb, and we're going to the next round because we won.
Beautiful bomb.
And now, probably our first standard round where we start the normal 3A, 2B side. Marius is going for the pick at lower. And oh, so
I
close.
thought that was gonna be a leg.
So close. And we have long control pretty much on lock. We know that they're going for a standard default here. So everything is looking pretty peachy. We're feeling good. Josh has
set
boosted
up
up.
for the next step.
Opportunity here to get a kill. They actually are really low on utility. So you might be thinking, geez, like Navi they just used nothing and they just like took cat. But they're kind of low. They have 4 flashes and it's 120. So I think that they chose to take some risks this round for them to get more map control faster so they can have more options in the late round. That's what I would be, looking at this round. Because I think that most people watching this demo would be like, bro, like Bit Electronic, they just kind of swung cat. That's kind of risky. But yes, it is risky. But the thing is you can't be like accounting for everything every single round. You can't throw nades at every single position that you're taking every round. You kind of
not how the game works.
Yeah, like first of all, it makes you really readable, because if you use a piece of utility every single time that you use every time that you take a part of the map, they're going to know that you have that map and how many are there, what default you're in. So they obviously are taking like this risk for these guys to be double peeking. Josh was actually in position to get a kill here. Unfortunately, doesn't get it. But that's something that like you kind of have to keep in mind if you're, advanced, main, premier, and you kind of feel like you're getting static all the time, where every single round feels the same. You guys keep going into your defaults, and it gets tough for you because you're running out of utility. They know where you are. Maybe they're hitting some Kobe's on you. Maybe you're playing Astralis in 2018 and they're double nading you every single time that you molly and flash to take
I got quadruple naded once against Team 1.
Yeah, so there's going to be some reads that teams can have if you do the same thing every single time.
Gotta take risks where you think they're necessary.
It's mostly about reading the game. Like where do you think the CTs are set up? Where can we skimp out on utility? What type of utility do we have? Do we have enough? Can we do our whole defaults and only use a molly to take cat? Have they been fighting for mid every round? Have they been doing cat setups? Where has the op been every single round? What has he been doing? Do we need to use utility on this? Do we think he's going to start pivoting? This round looks a little bit different. Maybe he's playing here. Let's use the utility this round.
Something Navi could be thinking about too, actually, is like Yekandar took a shot lower, but they don't actually know who that was. There's a chance they're gambling that the op's not even A, and they're not as worried about like
Yeah,
peeking into an op, and so they're
there's a
like
chance. Like
comfortable.
he could be anywhere. Like the only thing that they know that we have double ops because we won last round.
Yeah, yeah.
So first op sound is here, right? First op sound is here. So they know one op is going to be mid B. And then they know that he's not doing like the deep op pick at A. They know Josh isn't doing the deep op pick at A because Nick smoked here. Or there was some smoke here. I don't know. I think Nick smoked. So they know that op is not or the second op is not here. Well, I guess if I would consider that the first op, like Josh's op. They know Josh's op is not long. They know Josh's op is not at mid. So honestly, like looking at this, I would say they probably should have used utility. Just looking at that alone, because where else is Josh's op gonna be? It's
They're expecting a second op.
it's probably not gonna be B plat. You know, Josh is probably gonna be either bricks, boost, ledge, anywhere, or he's playing passive. But maybe they also did prep and they're like, hey, Josh never goes ledge. Josh, or he never goes bricks. He never opts ledge. He's never been boosted here. It's hard to really know like exactly what the thought process is. But if you just look at this round for what it is, the T's know 100% there's two ops on the map. The first op is not here because there's a smoke. The CTs, we smoked it. There was an op shot at lower. There's pretty much 0% chance that there's another op at B, because the only other possibility for the op to be at B, if he was B, would be pushing here.
I was gonna say they would have already met the op likely.
Yeah, the op would be here with a rifle here or here.
So it's likely just A posted. Like
most
cats.
likely, yeah, he's probably A somewhere. He's one of these positions, but he could also be at the more passive positions, anywhere here. So it's really hard to tell where he is at A, but most likely he's A. So they probably should have used something, but they also have like their late round in mind, their prep that they did. Hard to really say. So million smokes are happening. They're doing a fake cat exec, and I actually flash clear it. I mean, we're 3A right now, so it's hard for us to do anything about this. The best that we can do at A, even when we notice that they're not actually here, is just kill the lurk. That's like pretty much all our option is. And we don't know 100% that it's not here, because as you saw the other round where I flashed from Goose and one guy instantly jumped to the left and dodged me. One guy instantly went here and I didn't even see him, or I think he dodged me. Doesn't necessarily mean that they're not here yet. I think we know in a couple seconds. As soon as Merix gets that kill.
After that, you kind of have a rough idea.
Yeah. We're definitely like in the know of like what's happening this round. So Navi are going for a fake exec on Cat, where they're doing the double smokes on Cat, and they're going to be flashing, trying to move out here, and then they're going to pause, and then Perfecto tried to make it look like it's a fake, and hey, we just did a fake A exec and we're actually going mid to B with it, because this is a real strat people use. And then as soon as Merix gets that first kill, he's like, oh, they're actually A. And then that's when I do my goose flash. I go for the peek here.
That's a good timing too.
And, you know, very clean kill right here.
Offensive smoke.
Yeah, defensive smoke.
Wrong.
Unfortunately, Josh gets owned here as well, and Nick unfortunately gets owned. But we're in the perfect position this round. Like, this is literally perfect positioning from us. We had the info. We knew what they were doing this whole round. Just little micro things probably making us not lose this round. So unfortunate, but as you can see, macro-wise, we played very well this round.
Yeah.
I guess the only thing for me, like, I'm not really sure exactly where like the best spot to put my smoke is after this. I've tried like thinking of different ways to put it, but the thing is as soon as Josh dies anywhere in this position, that means my support is gone.
Yeah.
That means that he can just jump freely onto this box, onto the ledge, take these like really hard angles for me to clear. So I think it's just really difficult, because the thing is if Josh was alive at any position and he didn't die, then the smoke is actually really nice because the only way that he's gonna run through the smoke is if he gets a flash. If he gets flashed through the smoke, then yeah, that's gonna be really unfortunate for me. But what's the chances that they have that many flashes, dude? Like the chances are just really, really low. But obviously, if I have no one else at A, or like the opera dies, or he gets pushed back, or maybe it was just me. Well, if it's just me, I'm not just gonna be playing Goose like this. But yeah, it's pretty much you can just one way me on top of the box.
I think with like what was happening in the moments, like you did what I feel like you should have done. Like I'm pretty sure you had teammates alive when you threw that smoke.
No, they were dead.
Oh, they died? Oh, well.
Yeah.
Either way, I think you're just fucked once they die. You just have to try to kill a few.
I'm actually thinking, here, let's zoom through here. I'm thinking where else I could have put it. What are your thoughts on black bars? Black bars is the dumbest thing ever. That's my opinion. It literally makes no sense why to use black bars.
Play on a smaller screen.
No.
That's cool.
Is there a possibility Navi thought Nitro would push the smoke and play aggressively on this round you're talking about? So freshy. Dude, black bars literally don't make any sense. Why would you play black bars? Because if you're going to play black bars, why don't you just play 16:9 and just get the full view?
They want to make their eyes work harder.
It's not even eyes. You're literally not looking at your screen for no reason. You're not looking. You don't have half of your screen for zero reason. And
Because
Big
it's not the
Baz JS,
same.
thanks for the
That's a
sub.
reason. That's one reason. It's not the same.
So let's see. I'm thinking that I'm gonna replace me here.
Underhand is
Oh,
smoke.
I gotta kill this guy first. Okay, nothing here, nothing here. Coming off, waiting. Okay, it's actually A, guys. Ready? Flashing. Oh, it's actually the same. I did the same exact timing. So I'm thinking, what if I smoke there? What if I smoke there instead?
Not bad.
That's what I'm
Because
thinking.
they have to peek you close to a wall. Maybe you can win that duel.
It's very hard.
I don't think it's a bad idea.
I think it's tough because you want the smoke close enough so he has to move closer to peek you, but you don't want it far enough where he can jump on the box and one way you.
Fuck around with smoke.
Sure. Kind of like what Simple does at elbow with the barrels. Maybe you could put slightly to the left.
Huh?
Yeah, maybe I could have put slightly to the left. No, yeah, that's actually probably nicer. Because if I did like a smoke like this, yeah, I can't do this. You have to actually like think about how you're gonna be putting this.
What if you just like bounced it more off the ledge, so that it just bounces a bit closer, so that.
Well, like this, just like bounce like this.
But just bounce it a bit harder, so that it.
I would
it
say
pops
like
closer to
I
you.
kind of like what that one guy's idea was. K9. If you just like throw like a smoke in the middle, like maybe like here.
I mean, then you can like dance around it, I guess. But you also
It's kind
Nick
of difficult.
also died.
Nick doesn't really matter in this position because like him dying doesn't matter in this position.
I just don't feel like you can use the smoke. Like, you can't really see anything. So I feel like it has to land more to the left if you're gonna throw it that way. I think it would have to land a bit like there if it was that close to you.
Well, I think that it has to have a little bit of a gap.
Yeah, it needs a bit of a gap. I feel like that one didn't really have one.
Probably maybe like this or something. This is nice.
That's better.
Actually, this is nice because
I think you can dance around that smoke a bit better, and you can choose your own duels.
Exactly. So literally, you just go to the goose, aim at the corner. I think that this will, yeah, really good idea, K9.
K9 smoke.
Yeah. So literally just goose. I think I aimed at this corner. Yeah, exactly. Because it's really hard to get, like, as we were like seeing, if I put the smoke here, then he can just peek me close, no problem. It doesn't really do anything. I can't put it that I can't put it like here because then he can just one-way me on the box and I'm dead. Exactly what happened. That's what happened in the game. It sucked, but unlucky. But we got a really good answer from that now, so. All right, what round were we on? I think we're on this next round. Yeah, because we lost this round. Nice job, everybody.
Good work, team. High fives.
No, I'm not in Europe right now. All right, so take off my EliGE mode. We got Merrick's and lower again. We're double boosted. So obviously we're super heavy on mid here. We got an op at mid. He's looking at mid, and he also can help lower if Merrick's ends up taking a shot. He falls, he hides, and then the opera would help him. Obviously nothing of this sort happens. And then Nick is playing top site. They're out long. We know it. So, like I said before, as soon as long is taken, that's when we have to actually do something off of that. Some decision has to be made of what positioning we're taking back from them, like the chess game. So the flash corner. And like I said, like the flash corner, like this is when it's a lot of pressure. This is a lot of pressure. Because as soon as this flash corner happens and we don't have info anymore because it's too risky for Nick to be looking. I mean, they could have like 3 guys. These 3 could just be walking on this wall with the op covering. It's really hard for us to know exactly what's happening. So that's usually like when you'll see most teams start doing something, you know? And here we go. Good mid. They did their first smoke. So we know that like mid is clear because we just cleared it. They're doing the pressure at A. We're all repositioning towards A.
Trying to disrupt at this point.
Second smoke happens. And this is kind of what I was like saying before about as soon as this first smoke pops, the second smoke popping is it's like a time, like the first smoke is the timer. This is the timer. Because they're either going to connect it in the beginning or they're going to connect it at the end. And both times Navi actually connected it at the beginning in the first 3 seconds, but they could be connecting at the end. And then the second part of that is depending on when they connect it, they can either walk across or they can pop flash across before or after like one of the smokes popping. So what I mean by that is this smoke pops, right? 3 seconds later, like how Navi did, the second smoke pops. And now so there's a couple options that could be happening. They could literally just be YOLO running across with flashes. They could be doing like flashes over behind them, and they can just be YOLO running up to the ramp and just taking the fights instantly. That's one option. Second option, which is what they actually do, is they start walking across. They walk across here and they get to the ramp, and then they do a deeper flash here behind, and we don't know when they're actually crossing. Third option that they can do is they can walk across in the middle of it and then get a pop flash at the end to dodge the spams, because usually people are going to be spamming through the smoke. You want to dodge that, so they could be just waiting, walk across in the middle of the smoke and then pop, or they could literally have one guy walk across, 1 or 2 guys walk across, and as this smoke is fading right here, one guy's actually running through with like a flash. These are all possibilities. They could be doing any of them. There's a lot of things that these teams could be doing. You never know exactly which one is going to happen.
Simple had one where he
you see how this feels for us too? Like we just threw double mollies. We actually don't even hear them crossing it because they're not giving any indicators either. Nick has a beautifully timed smoke. This is a really good smoke timing from him. And like I said, you have to like keep in mind the timer of these smokes. The timer of these smokes is the T's have to go because it's just so many smokes that they have. This round is actually not as important, but just in general, usually when the double smokes are landed, that's when teams are usually going to be going. And obviously this round they have 1 million smokes left. but it's something that you just have to like keep in mind of when you should be using your defensive smoke on a site. And this is something that you really have to pay attention to when you watch demos of like someone that plays your spot. Like if you're the long player and you're watching how to play against these double cross smokes because you're playing you gave up long in the beginning, when do you actually use your smoke? So as soon as these double smokes popped, we waited, I think like maybe 2 or 3 seconds. We mollied on the ramp. Nick waited for half of that molly to go away, and then he smokes. That's really, really good. Really good timing from him. So obviously they have re-smokes here. So they're re-smoking.
Oh
And then,
yeah, this was well played by him.
yeah, that's really good timing. And then Josh, because he knows that this is the point where they're actually going. So they just faked that they were going around with the first smokes. And they just got one guy across. It doesn't really matter because he's just chilling anyway. But like I said before, like you can just get one guy across and you can just chill and then go at the end of it. So instead they got one guy across and then they redouble smoked. And then as these smokes were popping, Electronic actually goes through with the flashes. What I was saying before. This is a really good play. This is things that you have to keep in mind of what's possible, what people are going to do. And for us at A, I was actually doing the same play of getting flashed through. We had really good timing on this. Merrick's was flashing for me. Josh had a really good smoke timing himself. As soon as these double smokes started popping on the second wave, Josh uses his smoke. Nick used his first smoke at a really good timing in the middle of this Molotov here because he knows he's not going to be getting peeked. And it was also a couple seconds after the second smoke was landed. Really good defensive smoke timings from both Josh and Nick. Really, really, really nice. And now we have this, and I actually get 1.5.
Yeah.
1.9. We get 1.9.
That was actually crazy.
Yeah, that's just so unfortunate.
Is this the round Nick got 3, or is the round just playing differently?
Nah, Nick is dead.
Okay, there was a round he got 3. Was it in this game?
No, we gotta own this game.
Okay, he actually did a similar play and killed like 3.
We don't win another round. But as you can see, like this was such a good played round from us. I think the smoke timings that we had were really nice. I think the flash timing that we had running through the smoke was really nice. I unfortunately only got 1.5. Merrick's dies because Electronic is making a good play through the smoke. So unlucky.
He did reverse Uno card.
Yeah. Let's go next round. Obviously, I'm saying, yeah, they played really well this match. Got a standard round here. Everything looks normal. Navi's taking a lot of map control really fast, really early. They're trying to walk out here. Looks like they read that we were going to be playing like a standard round, and they're trying to catch like a timing on me getting back into CT. So I guess another thing that I'll say here is you actually really have to keep in. Maybe we had a sound cue here. Let's actually just take like a look. I think Merrick's might have had a sound cue. Yeah, you can hear them fast lower. He knows that they took fast lower. He's probably calling this right now. Yeah, look at Josh. Josh is actually posted.
Hustling.
So we're completely aware of what's happening here. That they could be close mid. They could be like peeking us in this situation. So obviously, Merrick's good job. Got great ears. Heard him close lower. And I think Merrick's flashes for me here. I think he misses the flash though, unfortunately.
Yeah, he did, I think. I remember.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Just a little micro thing. But we had everything perfect this round again. It actually just sucks even just like watching this back how we had so many good things happening in this game.
You're set up a lot, like ahead of time for the right plays.
Yeah. I think we were in like good positions a lot of these rounds. We made the right call in a lot of these rounds. And it's going to be very difficult for us, honestly, to win this because they know that they just killed me as the rotator. And because Josh hasn't made any presence like anywhere else, they're probably just assuming that the op is A. And Merrick's probably won't be able to cross safely because Hedrick could just be posted on him at mid. This is something like Device used to do a lot. Actually, Jame does it a lot too, where either they'll do like one smoke mid B and then they'll do like a cat execute and they'll just leave the opper posted at mid, and then he can't even come back. So it's really hard to win this round from this point onwards. Gosh, unfortunately, you can only get one. Hard position here for Nick. Nick, this is actually really good from Nick too. He almost kills one. I think he does kill one. Kobe. Yeah, Kobe's him. And then to the 1v1.
Yeah.
Insane these rounds. Insane.
Yeah. That's like the epitome of like the rounds you guys are losing.
Yeah. And I think we end up just like losing the pistol round, and then we can't even win at that point.
Yeah.
So we're doing a long pistol here. Out long. P250 and pit. Feels good, man. These are still like pretty hard fights, but they got respect on the name. Not okay, never mind, they're peeking.
Yeah, score can definitely. I think that's the thing that like I see a lot is people will just read the score line like holy shit, like 16, 4, 5, whatever. But when you actually like watch the games and they're super fucking close rounds, like definitely like just one or two rounds swayed differently can sometimes give you a couple rounds in a row or whatever based on like economy too.
Lucky.
Momentum.
Yeah. Should you keep the A rotator rifler smoke or give it to the pit player once you take long? Usually the pit player does not keep his smoke because like either teams are gonna take long with the car smoke here and then the molly, or they're just gonna cross with the molly and then they're gonna have a smoke anyway, and the pit player is usually gonna use his at some point. And at that point, it's actually more important for the rotator to have it. So usually on our long takes, I am usually going to be the one that's going to be smoking, and then I'll just like get the smoke from Nick afterwards at some point if it's safe. Just because there's a lot more instances where the rotator having the smoke is more important, where he can be stuffing cat, right? Like if they start doing the smokes on cat, he can stuff it, play in front of the smokes. That's usually what you're going to be seeing it used for if they're playing A. I mean, you could do like some type of defensive smoke, but that's not like a common play. Like we can go back to like the smoke discussion we were having right here. If you put it close and you have your opera that can actually post, this is like a viable play that you can do. But I mean, usually right now people aren't doing just straight cat executes. At least not against me. Like, and from what I watch, people don't just like smoke bricks, smoke a Vanguard, and then just go across cat.
I think people were getting owned with counter util too for a while, and that probably shifted the meta.
Yeah, exactly. Like right now, it's really hard for teams to do that because counter utility on A is just really strong. Primarily from like, you know, doing this smoke, the operas just farming everybody. He like operas can use the smoke here. The CT can also smoke on the ramp, whichever way, and like turtle at the box.
Yeah.
This is something that like VP used to do a lot as well, where he would just play to survive, and the T's would have constant pressure that there is a guy on the ramp already, and then this opera is covering him, and it's going to be very difficult. So that's like most of the options for like if they go A, and then if you're a rotator and you're playing in CT, like let's just say that you want to reinforce B, then you can just smoke the mid doors and you can just cross and play 3B at this point. Or it kind of depends on like the macro of the game, but like another option that you could have is you can smoke, cross, and then these two guys push upper B. This is always usually going to be your option when you do play 3B. If you do smoke the doors and you cross over 3B, unless you have a really damn good reason not to, which would be like you thinking they're actually coming B this round. But if they're doing like a lot of pressure long, maybe they're doing like a fake long pop, or they did like a smoke mid B, then obviously you're not going to push. But like you're usually going to want to try to find the timing before they do like this wave 2 of pressure at any of these positions, because as soon as people do like this wave 2, you're either too late or they're holding for you and they're actually coming to your site. So that's usually going to be your goal. But if you don't have a smoke, then none of that can be achieved. And the long player, like, so that's all the A rotators options. But if you're the pit player, what can you even really smoke? So if the pit player doesn't have a smoke, that's because he used it in the beginning of the round. Yeah, that means that he was either the guy, like either you guys did like the smoke door molly take for long, either you did that start, or you did the molly cross, or you just flash crossed, whatever it is, and you saved your smoke. Then at that point, usually the long players are gonna at some point try to block a long pop. At some point, they're gonna be trying to do that, and you'll probably be out of a smoke at like 50 seconds, because people are usually going to try to like stuff that at some point, depending on the time on the clock and how much info is being made around the map. And once you fall back, like usually long players are going to be playing in more advanced positions to try to like kill everybody, because I feel like a smoke just isn't very useful. I don't even know like what you could smoke, because anything that you throw, I feel, is just going to be helping the T.
There's just way less options. Like if you think about it as like a pit anchor, like you only have so much you can do. But as the rotator, you have so many variables where you could be using your smoke.
It just kind of goes against like the traditional the anchor has to have a smoke, which is the case for pretty much every single map, every single anchor position.
But I guess this isn't, at the end of the day, like pit is not like a bomb site, and I think maybe that's where like the difference is.
No, I think it's more because smokes are just useless on this guy. Like
Yeah.
any smoke you throw is gonna help the T's. So either you're stuffing them, which we already talked about, like either you're stuffing them, but you're gonna try to find like a good timing to stuff and play in front of the smoke. That's either you're doing that or you're not using a smoke. Like you could be using like a helpful smoke, like how Nick used this smoke here, or I don't know, maybe you have some fucking crazy smoke that goes bricks from here. I don't fucking know. Probably
you don't
not.
have so many options.
Probably not, because you can't throw anything that won't leave you vulnerable to some type of A lurk. And so if you do like a defensive smoke here, that actually hurts you, because then the opper can't help you. If you throw this smoke here, then your opper, like if he whiffs a shot, like if your fucking opper is not simple or Zaiwu device, fucking any god of this game, and can hit every single shot, then he probably is gonna miss at some point. One guy's gonna cross, and then you're gonna get fucked up. Or they're gonna throw one flash over, he's gonna take a shot, and then as soon as they're at this point, then he can't help you either. Where if you didn't have a smoke, then he gets flashed, he takes a shot, he gets on blind, you kill the first one, and then these next guys can't help you. But if two guys crossed, you kill the first one, this guy's still here, and no one can help you. So yeah, that's what I think. Yeah, and honestly, like the rest of this game is just really, really, really hard. Like we're on a force buy, we have to make something happen. We obviously don't have a lot. Actually, we have a decent amount of utility. Or a lot of smokes. We have a really good buy, actually. We have an AK, 2 Galils, Scout, Deagle. Alright, later, Freshie. Good luck in your pug. I don't even know what we're doing. Honestly, it's tough. It's really tough. Seems like we're trying to get Marius into CT here. Unfortunately, Bit's aware of it. And now it's tough. What's the team energy like at this time? I'm pretty sure we were still feeling pretty like fine. Like we weren't tilted or anything.
I think you guys are set up well in a lot of the rounds, which I feel like even without knowing what you're about to say, like watching your CT side, I wouldn't think you're tilted because you weren't making like anything super obvious mistakes. Like I think the rounds fell apart in a lot of small details, but the macro overview, you guys were set up well in a lot of the rounds, and you're honestly in the right places the majority of the time. So I feel like that alone shows that you're not tilted because you're making like good decisions.
Yeah.
And you're still playing as a team. You're still you're like clearly reacting off what's happening.
Yeah. I think I actually made a big mistake this round. 4v3 here. Bomb is not down yet. I have the one gun to like make it happen. I think I actually heard Perfecto in CT and I thought that he wasn't like up already. I think that this is like what happened.
Like misjudged.
And then I end up like peeking like a moron. It's actually a really huge mistake to be peeking like this. So that actually really sucks because we end up losing this. And I have like the gun in this situation.
Yeah, this was like hard round now.
I definitely don't need to be like peeking anywhere like past. Like I should, if I am gonna be taking a fight like this, then I probably have to just be, you know, at the back, just like fighting these like headshot angles here.
Yeah.
Peeking on the bricks is super noob. Secret of Grand Slam, just being really good.
It's really that easy.
Being on the meta, everyone knowing what's going on, having good strats, everyone feels confident in, reading the other team really well, having good aim, micro details going well for us. All right, well, we're on this round. We actually are able to take the whole map without cat yet. We were able to take the whole map right now without using any utility. And Headtrick is playing this angle here. He doesn't even know that we're up cat. We use our first smoke of the round on CT at 1 minute. We still have 4 more smokes left. So we're actually in a really nice position here. Headtrick does the counter utility on bricks. Navi still has 2 more smokes. None of them at A though, so they're really weak. A is super weak right now.
Yeah, Headtrick also had like extra smokes.
Oh wait, he actually had a re-smoke. I think
He picked up
somebody...
another one.
Oh, Electronic must have gave a re-smoke.
Also makes sense because I mean they're leaning like B2, so it makes sense to put more util on the other side so they can block for longer, and it pushes you into the stack.
I wonder how did Electronic get there in the beginning? Like, I wonder at what point. So they went 4.
He's just
4
like
long.
throwing it over the wall, and he gets the fuck out. Crosses when he can, I guess.
Oh, but he gets tagged. I was like, that's kind of risky because I was wondering like at what point does he like cross? Because like I was saying before, like to Freshie, that as soon as you take long and you're the A rotator and you want to rotate 3B, you usually have to use a smoke here.
You have to burn something mid, yeah.
You have to burn a smoke because if you don't burn a smoke, you can actually just die.
Burned one of his legs.
Yeah, he ended up getting his legs burned.
He has one leg now.
True.
He's just hopping over to B.
Yeah. So, I mean, it is like a risk he's taking, but I think that it's a good risk to take. I mean, unfortunately for him, we're still like boosted. So, unlucky for him, but like I was saying before, it's like very strong for teams to stuff. Gosh, God tier opening right now for us. We have most of the map already, just not cat. Putting a lot of pressure on left side mid. Now Bit can't see anything. He knows we're probably not on mid though. They're actually on cat and Electronic just owns them. Let's see if I can be Electronic right here. Let's do it, boys. Hold on, we gotta skip to the point where Electronic goes there. I'm gonna try to kill Nick. Okay, you guys ready? Yeah, let's go. Oh, I saw him. Oh, Nick actually jumped up and messed up. Oh, but I died. Should have been aiming better, dude. I should have been aiming better. All right, we end up losing this game. That was the last round. My voice is dying. EliGE mode, it pretty much just gets rid of most of the HUD. It makes it look really clean. But I'm going to be done. Hope you guys enjoyed this. It was chill. Sucks kind of watching back some of those rounds and how close they were. But
I feel like it's sad, but it's also like you can take some positive from it.
yeah. And you know, as you guys just saw, was using refrag to watch that. You got really cool like capabilities. There's also like nader and a lot of cool warm-up mechanics that you have. But there's even more things with restrat that I kind of wasn't showing you, like with observer tools, where if you're with a team, then you can like lock it on to somebody. But yeah, check it out. Make sure you guys check it out. Refrag.gg. If you can, you know, I think that it's really helpful. So whoever can get it,